This video provides a comprehensive case digest and analysis of the Supreme Court decision in SBFCC et al. Versus the Department of Finance et al., dated February 4, 2025. The Subic Special Economic Zone was created under RA 7227 as a separate customs territory. The Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority manages and grants tax exemptions to enterprises, and SBFCC registered with them to avail of incentives, including VAT exemptions. The CREATE Act, or RA 11534, was enacted in 2021 to modernize fiscal incentives. It provides VAT exemptions on importation and zero rating on local purchases to registered business enterprises, provided that such purchases are directly and exclusively used in their registered activities. Under the tax code, enterprises are classified into registered export enterprises, which primarily serve the global market, and domestic market enterprises, which primarily serve the local market. A conflict arose when the CREATE Act, implementing rules and subsequent BIR issuances, limited VAT zero rating benefits only to registered export enterprises, effectively excluding domestic market enterprises. Petitioners argued this was an overreach of administrative power. The case began in the RTC Olongapo, which dismissed the petition for lack of jurisdiction, stating the Court of Tax Appeals had sole authority. However, the Supreme Court took cognizance of the case, citing pure questions of law and significant national interest. The Supreme Court bypassed the usual hierarchy because the case presented a pure question of law regarding the interpretation of the CREATE Act versus its IRR. It also viewed the administrative issuances as potentially patently illegal, affecting thousands of businesses nationwide. Tax Code Section 295D grants VAT zero rating to registered business enterprises for goods and services directly and exclusively used in their projects. The law defines these enterprises broadly, encompassing both export and domestic market segments. Under the doctrine of ultra vires, administrative agencies possess only the power to implement laws, not to amend them or curtail rights granted by statute. By excluding domestic market enterprises, the agencies were deemed to have performed a legislative act, which exceeds their authority. In its ruling, the Supreme Court granted the petition, declaring that the provisions in the CREATE IRR and related BIR revenue memoranda are void and unconstitutional to the extent that they exclude domestic market enterprises from VAT zero rating. The court nullified Rule 18, Section 5, as well as specific BIR regulations and memoranda because they imposed restrictions not found in the original law, applied the zero rating in a discriminatory manner, and improperly narrowed the definition of benefits. This decision significantly impacts Freeport zones by enhancing the domestic competitiveness of domestic market enterprises through lower operational costs. Furthermore, it reinforces legal certainty by affirming that statutory text prevails over conflicting administrative circulars. This concludes our analysis of the case. Sources used in this video include YouTube, III Consulting, and PNG Tree.